So is it done right? Okay. So let's start the session. So before starting the session, can anyone say what exactly we do in Power BI and why we need to use the Power BI? Before starting the session, can anyone say why we have to learn about Power BI and what is the usage of this Power BI?
Hi,
And
Kiran this is-
yeah, please continue.
Yeah. So Power BI is a data visualization tool. So basically, it will help us to understand the insights in the data. It will also help us to understand MIS, and we can also brief to the top management what is actually going on in the organization through data.
Okay, that's fine. Good. Next, who else knows about Power BI?
Just
It
to
is
go
user-
for the deep dive analysis for any data
Okay, fine.
with less time.
Okay, so that is also good. Next,
So we can fetch the data and we get some information from that tool, and we can manage our all the requirements and the other things on that tool.
Which helps in decision making. Like by visualizing the current data where we are exactly, so that we can able to take a decisions what changes can be done, so that which will implies the improvisation of the business.
yes. So as you all said, whatever
Or
the
we can
information-
present the data.
Yes, we can present the data. That
We can present the data in the way we would like to present, and or in the way the organizational top authorities or the client would like to visualize, or would like or the way they could easily understand certain things.
Yes.
The Power BI helps us in all these things.
Yes, as you all said, the information is correct. So for data visualizations and to have a overview of our businesses, we can use this Power BI and we can visualize our day-to-day profits or loss or which kind of business you're running. Regarding that, you can see the information what we require by visualizing the data. Okay. So now you say me as a real-time BA, okay, do we require of this Power BI? If it is required, in which scenario?
What I believe is we exactly don't require Power BI, but we need to understand the nitty-gritties of Power BI so that it will help us to coordinate in many things.
Okay.
What I believe is that to pull out the data for the reports, maybe we need that.
That's what. See, as a general BAs, whatever the business analyst work is, we used to analyze the data which is given by the client. Data in the sense the requirements. Client will be coming up with a problematic area, right? We have to analyze that and we have to provide a solution. So in general, BAs will never go with the Power BI or Tableau or SQL. Whenever you are applying for a product-based companies, as we all know that we have two type of companies in real time. One is application-based, one is product-based. If you are applying for a product-based companies, then obviously you have to be thorough with Power BI, Tableau, and SQL. If you are applying for product-based companies, means you have to be thorough with Power BI, Tableau, and SQL. Okay, fine.
Sir, if I'm working in a service-based company, then how will I gonna represent in the interview that I worked in this?
Which thing you're saying? In this means?
Like in these tools that I have worked in, as you are saying, no, that if you worked in a product-based company, then only you can say that you worked in
I
these
didn't
tools.
said you can.
But as I
didn't said you can say. I said if you are applying for a product-based company, you have to be thorough with these applications. I said. I never said that you have to say in this. I have said in which scenario you require this awareness sessions will help you, or how this Power BI, Tableau, and SQL will be useful to you. I said.
Yes, it's correct. You are saying right. But I am what my question is, as I'm working in a service-based company, so I just want to show these tools in my resume, correct? So how I can like explain the interviewer that I worked in this, as you are saying in the service-based company, you can't work in these tools. So how I gonna represent that, I'm asking.
See, completely you're going in wrong way. How you can represent that I can help you, but I never said you'll not use these things. I said moreover the percentage you use in product-based companies than application-based companies. I'm saying. Just to clear it out here, I didn't say that you will not use these things. More of the percentage of the chances are there to work on this particular SQL, Power BI, Tableau in product-based companies than service-based companies. In service-based companies, you'll be getting a percentage of 2% or 3% hardly from 100%. Okay, just clear it out this point here. And how we can showcase that I have worked on this in the sense, as we all know that in real time, whatever the information or whatever the courses we do, that to increase ourselves. It doesn't mean that if you are mentioning that into your resume, it doesn't have any information of that. It's not like that. So as we know that in real time, to increase our skills, to exposure ourselves, we'll be doing multiple courses, right?
Right.
So,
sir,
yes.
hello.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
So there is
hello.
no chance that to ask you. You're saying that you have worked in a service-based companies or some other based companies. So where exactly have used? They might ask you like how you have gotten knowledge, but they will not ask you that have you really worked with this tool in your previous experience or what. They won't ask in this. It's a tools or technical skills which you have known. Fine.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank
you. Sir, what is the difference between Tableau and Power BI?
See, Tableau can handle with Tableau can handle larger data. Okay. And you can store the data in Tableau, but in Power BI, you have to work your data and you have to download the data. You can't store the data into your Power BI storage. And
we cannot store the data in Power BI.
No, you can't. So you can store, but there will be some certain limitation.
Okay.
Okay. The complete big
both
project.
tools are for visualize the both tools are visualize the our in Excel or any reporting. We visualize the in the diagrammatically we visualize the in dashboard manner for management level.
Can you ask the question clearly? Hello.
Sir, sir, sorry to interrupt. Can we start off the session? Can we take this Q&A at the end of the session?
See, before I clarify this doubt, if I see, you'll be seeing a picture of second part directly without seeing the first part. These are the basics which you have to know first. If I explain the tool later on, you'll be getting a question that why I have to use this. What is the reason of using that? I never don't want to use this. So as you said previously, as a business analyst, we never need of this kind of skills you said, and now you are saying this is required. So that's what my trial here to aware you that up to till extent which you want to require this tool. If I clarify that, then only you'll be getting a clarity on the tool which I'm explaining now. Okay.
So means Power BI is for small data and Tableau is for larger data.
Yes.
Okay.
So in Power BI, we can use the larger
Very
data.
sorry to interrupt, sir.
Yes.
So I'm very sorry to interrupt, but then I'm very new to this and I'm hearing this Power BI for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know any basics, so I really do not know.
Okay, don't need to worry. Don't have much questions. Okay. So I'll explain you how to install and how to import the data and how to visualize the data. Okay. No need to worry about it.
Sir, when we use Tableau and when we use Power BI?
That depends on the organization
that will,
and the data which you are carrying with you.
there is, okay, so can you differentiate on suppose we have some data and we have take a decision, we both way we can do same things, or there is some differentiate between two tools?
Differentiation is not bigger differentiation. So just there is a difference between the storage capacity and the file capacity.
Okay.
In Power BI, you can handle less data.
But functionality point of view, okay.
If you are listening, the answer you'll be getting in clarity.
Yeah.
You don't want to listen the answer.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Power BI can carry the less data information which you have, and it can work efficiently. Okay.
Okay.
And coming to the Tableau, it can handle the bigger data, and it will not get any stuck or it will not hang your system while handling the bigger data in Tableau. It will be very smooth.
Okay.
And you can store all the data into Tableau storage.
Okay.
In Power BI,
in Power BI, we cannot not handle the big data.
No, if you want to handle the big data, then the process will be slow down, and you have to wait until it responds you back.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Sir, in that case, the question is that if Tableau is such good that we can do the storage of data also, and large data could also be handled in Tableau, then why to use Power BI at all? Why don't use Tableau only for small data also?
Presently, we have Amazon and Netflix OTT platform, right? Why people can only use Netflix? Why they want to use Amazon? As we have both platforms and they are handling movies, as the Netflix are showing, web series and everything is handling by both of them, right? So why people?
Because Netflix is particularly into that particular thing, and Amazon is on a wider platform.
Wider platform. See, if you want to speak something, you can unmute. If you don't want to speak something, please mute yourself. So that other
जो सीरीज है M सीरीज है मशीन सीरीज ठीक है मशीन लर्निंग सीरीज में आता है जैसे F सीरीज है इनका F कितना F निकलता है F16 F18 तो F मतलब फाइटर हो गया
who is the person is teaching some other thing in the session. So if you want to speak something else, you can please go out and you can talk with that, right? Why you're interrupting here? So as it's a wider platform, but they are providing all the information which is Netflix is providing, right? The one who has asked the question. Like
I'm listening.
Why can't we go with the Tableau itself? Why want to go with the Power BI said, right? So
yeah.
Apart from the remaining services, what Amazon is sending, so leave out that. So also they're providing the information as Netflix, right?
Yeah.
So now you say me why we want to select Amazon. Why can't we go with only Netflix here? it's a customer choice, right? We can't say that you have to go with this itself. Also, the similar platforms are going now. So why you have to choose Amazon here, go with Netflix in a sense? They says their own reasons. There is no restrictions here, right? If you want to use something, you
Okay.
can use that. It depends on your data.
Okay.
Completely depends on your data and
Means
your
a
choice.
person who is already using Power BI, he can do all those things in the Tableau also.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's why I started the session with the differences between Power BI and Tableau. Everything is
It's
same.
just a matter of choice.
Yes, visualization the data or pulling the data, every options might same. The only big difference here between these two is regarding the data which is handling. Okay, so Power BI can handle only less data. That too, if you want to work efficiently, you can also pull larger data, but the system might slow down and the response will be very less compared to the Tableau.
Okay.
Okay, that is the only major difference here.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
So, if that's a sort of situation, I mean, when you're comparing Netflix and Prime, I mean, both are like having the same sort of thing. I mean, they don't have either of them are like equivalent. But when you say about Tableau and Power BI, it's look like as if Power BI has some sort of disadvantage when compared to Tableau, right? It's somewhat not equivalent. So, what extra features does Power BI have that Tableau doesn't? I mean, there should be something, right? Some extra features or something that that is good in this thing.
It will be very simple to use firstly, and you can access your data whenever you required. Okay, as it's smaller data which you consist with you can visualize the data whenever you required. If you have a larger data, the pulling itself will take a lot of time. And Power BI is more feasibility to use as we do MS Excel. Okay. Power BI will provide you an option to use like Excel. Not very difficult. It will be very easy. Okay.
This Power BI is more or less like MS Excel.
Moreover, like a MS Excel, but not a MS Excel.
Okay.
Okay. So now we will start real-time sessions. Okay. Like generally, Power BI, who can use a Power BI means any person who runs a businesses. Okay. Anyone can use this Power BI and they can visualize their data. There is no restrictions like big business people has to use this and medium. It is not like that. Anyone can have
Sir,
this.
sir, just a second. I have just one query.
Yes.
If with all due respect, can you please let me know by what time we'll be ending the session, because I have engagement tomorrow. So my family is asking that what time I'll be getting paid.
It will be completed by
Sorry.
1.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, not an issue.
Okay.
It will be completed by one itself. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So there is no restriction in terms of users of this. Only high-end people has to use this or medium-based companies. It's not like that. So any person carries data and a organization or a business with him, he can use this Power BI. And we have two type of accounts here in Power BI. So one is free account where you can have free account of Power BI, which doesn't require any charges for that. That is one type of account, and for that account you'll be getting 1 GB of storage capacity. So where you can extract the files from your laptop or from any other sources, and you can work on that task and you can store up to 1 GB of storage. That is one type of account. Coming to the next, business accounts, you can say. So where they'll be getting a storage capacity of 10 GB. They have to get a subscription of this Power BI. Okay, so where they'll get a 10 GB of data and they can store the data in that. So that is two type of things which are available in real time. So the main reason why Power BI will help you means, and how the Power BI will help you in the sense, you can have your business overview in 360 degrees. You can have your Power BI tool and you can access your businesses in 360-degree view. Okay, as we all know that sometimes the business people might not be available within the company itself. They'll be having a family tours or something else tours, but while they are in tour, they can't know the status of their business lively or presently. That means the presentation wise they can't see that. So now this Power BI has been given an opportunity to have their data accessed with Android, iOS, web application, mobile application. Every application is available here. So now the business people can access their own project data from anywhere. Just they required is Wi-Fi with them. If they don't have any data, they need to have just Wi-Fi with them, so they can log into the Power BI application. Then they can view their business profits of the day, of the month, or of the week. So that's the feasibility has been provided by the Power BI to the business people. Clear? In this information till now, whatever we have seen, is anyone have any doubts here?
So this you were talking about a free account, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Free, and there will be a corporate account, that means a paid version also. So as of our learning stage, we can get a free version of the data and you can work on that. So there is no restrictions that some websites will ask you that if it is a free also, they will ask you the card details to enter. So this Power BI will not ask you to enter your card details. Directly you can log in with your MS Office. Okay. So there you can search about this Power BI application. So you can install from there itself.
No, for an ordinary businessman, as you had discussed right now, he can use it. He can do all his work with the help of a free account.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, how much in Power BI, how much maximum data we can use using storage?
If it is a free account, you will be getting an option called 1 GB storage. Up to 1 GB storage
Okay.
you can update.
Okay. And paid?
Just give me 1 second. The persons don't want to speak. Please mute yourself so that others will not get disturbed. Hello.
Yeah, and paid? Paid version?
Paid
Hello?
version will get a storage of 10 GB data.
And Tableau for paid?
I don't know about Tableau, what they follow.
Okay. So we differentiate.
So the one who is asking doubt, you can unmute yourself and you ask now. The one who are asking the doubt, you can unmute yourself and you can ask.
Tableau maximum size of data.
That's what I'm here to explain you about Power BI. I doesn't know any information about Tableau. Okay. Yeah.
So, one doubt regarding this, you excuse me. Sir, one doubt regarding this, you tell that business people they can view at means Android when anywhere, but the data has to be refreshed on every day.
That's what. Once you update your information into this Power BI, in a free account, you'll be getting an option like 2 times a day you can refresh your data. Whereas
means it is auto refresh or manual refresh?
You have to manual refresh that.
Okay, okay. Oh.
Okay, coming to the corporate account, you'll be getting an options of 8 times a day you can refresh your data.
Okay. Okay, good.
Okay.
But that 8 times or 2 times is a manual only.
Yeah, manual. Everything should be done manually.
Okay.
So how to refresh that, I'll show you while explaining the Power BI application.
Okay.
So there I'll show you how to extract the
Okay,
data
sure.
and how to refresh your data.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
So coming to the RAM and ROM size, there is no restrictions. If you have higher RAM and ROM options, you'll be getting a feasibility of smoothness of the Power BI. So we'll be having some doubts, right? So whether there is restriction for RAM and ROM size or what. So there is no such kind of restriction here. If you have high-end, like means 8 GB or 500 GB of ROM RAM size, then it will be giving you a feasibility to work on a smoothness. We can use in 4 GB of RAM and ROM sizes, but it will get somewhat stuck. So as of now, I'm using 4 GB of a laptop. So now you can see that how it will be making you to irritate or kind of thing. So from Power BI, there is no restriction, but what exactly happens is while we are accessing our data, so it will be giving some hurdles like stacking or process will be slow. This kind of things will happen.
Meanwhile, shall I ask one question regarding any general question regarding this? Any coding required? Means any simple coding or else?
No, for extracting the data, it doesn't require any coding. See, the Power BI will give you a facility to extract the data from your any kind of databases. Just the data, not the coding. So here it will ask you, you want to get the data or you want to work on your previous thing. So as of now, I'll click on get data.
Sir, do we need to download this Power BI application?
If you want
I mean,
to do
will
it
you be
right
providing
now,
us or?
no, it will be open source as we are not having a pro account with us. It's a free account, right? So that's why we are not installing that. You can directly have it from your Microsoft account.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So this will be the front page of your Power BI tool once you open it. So here you'll be getting a file option. So if you want to open new project or new kind of application again, so you can go with this and you can generate a new reports. Or if you want to open any past one, you can do that. So if you want to save as, get data, import, export, each and every options as we get in Microsoft Word or Excel, the same options will be provided here. So if you want to sign out, you can sign out from here itself. Okay. So that's all you'll find in new file options. This will be the home page. So where you'll be getting this options called viewing the reports, get the report. Okay, the data will be stored in this data options. So here, if you want to model a new kind of a things, like for example, already you'll be having an existing data. So if you want to change that data into your terms, you can also do that by accessing this model. So as I said, we have to refresh our data, right? So once you have get the data, so then it shows the refresh option. So here you can see, as of now, it doesn't have any data with me. So that's why this refresh option has been went into invisible. Okay. So here you can see it provides a feasibility to extract the data from any kind of sources. So if you click on more, once you click on this get data and selected more, so it shows all the platforms from where you can extract the data into Power BI. So you can see here, so Excel workbook, text or CSV, XML, JSON, folder type of things also can extract here, PDF, ParaQuest, SharePoint, SQL, Access Database, SQL Server Analysis. Like this, we have plenty options here to extract the data. Okay, so that's a feasibility has been provided by the Power BI to extract the data from any kind of platform. So as of now, I'll be going with Excel workbook itself. That is a file where I'm having with me. So if you want to select other kind of things, it will ask you to enter your server name. If you want to get the information from your SQL database or Azure or this kind of things, means it will ask you to provide a server database name. Then only it will connect and it will extract the data.
Sir,
Yes.
we can't hear anything, sir.
Haven't spoken.
I think we have selected Excel, but downloaded is in text. I think so.
Hello, are you speaking something?
No, not yet.
Okay.
In downloads, it is in zip file. You need to extract. I think so. Can you?
It's already extracted.
No, can you? I think it had opened. No, okay. In downloads, it is in zip. I think under you click on that one, it is showing as text. Here, what is difference between load and transform data?
Load means you want to select the data which you want to visualize.
Okay.
Transform means it will be updating your all that data into this data sheets, and it shows you the information what you want to visualize exactly.
Okay.
Preeti, what kind of settings you want here? So as of mentioning that, somebody please tell us the setting if anything needs to be done. Hello, Preeti. Are you there?
Sir, if this execution is not working, we can skip this and go ahead with the other one.
As of now, I don't have any other data. That's why just not take it from Google. If I would
All
have,
right, no problem, sir. Submission, we can just have the session once again later when things are all right.
so other than this,
Yes,
what
sir, that is true.
I'm not able to get exactly what your point here is. So just I need to explain you about the tool and in the session.
No, it's okay because if we can just close it and come again with proper establishment later, whenever you're ready with the execution.
Okay, I'll cover up with the main parts. Okay, so like as I said, the
That will be
data.
helpful.
Sorry.
That will be helpful.
Okay. So once you load your data into Power BI, so whatever the data you load, that will be shown in this area here. That will be named as data. Okay. So it might be any kind of thing like Excel file or text file or any kind of file it might be. If you load your data, that should be loaded into this field here. So as of now, first instance it will be selected report itself. This is the only page which you will be seeing. So don't be in a way like where did my data has been stored. So the data will be stored on this data sets. Here I can have this data. So it might be any kind of information. It will be stored in this data version. Okay. So if you want to visualize the information or if you want to visualize your reports, so you have to come to this report. So here it will give you a feasibility to visualize your data like taking this any kind of options here from bar chart, pie chart or table column, any kind of information. You can grab this visualization. So once you have grabbed this visualization into here, depending on your data, it shows the information which you have with you. So just give me one more 2 minutes of time. I'll get a sample data. 1 second. I'll show you that itself. Yes. no need to worry about these things. Like, as we can't expect what the things will happen. Okay, so if you're feeling the bits and pieces, in the sense, you'll be getting a previous recorded sessions in YouTube directly. So there also you can follow, or else if you want this recording sessions, this session will be sent to mail. If you have that. So if you are facing that, if it is in bits, what means in YouTube we'll be updating each and every awareness sessions in YouTube itself. So you can go to there and you can get the recorded sessions. So the
So
one
can we take another data
I
other than
downloaded
finance?
another data. That's what I'm doing now. There are some people who are facing that. If you are explaining in a bits and piece wise, in a sense, we are not able to get a clear information. So as we are new to this application, for them I'm saying this. If you are feeling in that way, no need to worry about. We have a recorded sessions of every awareness sessions, so you can get an access with YouTube access, and you can have that video record session of the Power BI awareness.
That will, I guess. Yeah.
So if you require this particular recorded session, as I said, you have mentioned your mail ID, right? You'll be getting this to your mail ID. Okay.
So is there any link to download Power BI? Suppose if somebody doesn't have any account, Microsoft account, then how will he do?
Recorded session, you're saying?
Hello.
Recorded session?
No, to download. No, sir. I'm talking about downloading the Power BI in my system. If I don't have a Microsoft account, then how will I do it?
No, it will at least you'll be having an account of Microsoft, right? If you don't have any pro account of Microsoft Office, at least you'll be having a Microsoft account, na? Registered mail ID.
Without that, it's not possible.
No, without that, it won't.
Sir, if there are any queries or questions, how to reach you? I mean, can we contact anybody for the concerns to be answered?
Regarding this issue, you can speak out with the student coordinator. That means the one who has given a link for this awareness session.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Is there any specific version of Power BI which we should use?
Version. So there is no such kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, there is no restriction in that.
So currently, which version are you using what you're showing us?
Currently, there are no versions of Power BI. There is only one single version. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Same for the Mac also?
Yeah, it will work for Mac. As I said, it will be accessed with Android, iOS, and web applications. And Mac also it will be acceptable.
Actually, it is not like it's not supporting. Can you please guide?
Detailed information I've already mentioned in a PDF which I've explained now. Okay, so that's I have to get access to with Mac and everything. So you can go with that PDF and you can install the installations.
Yeah, okay.
So when we will get the PDF?
Once we complete the session, and it might take to the end of the day or by tomorrow you'll be getting that. Okay. PDF is step-by-step process only. So there is no need of case situation to explain this. In PDF, I have updated step-by-step process, so which you can understand in easy way. So there is no difficult terminology in that. Okay.
Can we export or download Excel and text files also in this Power BI?
Yes. CSV files also will be accessible, text files also accessible, and Excel files, and from
Everything after data massaging and everything.
Yes.
So that where we can export, like file you had shown earlier, but under import and down, like.
If you want to extract information of your own choice, you have to click on this get data. So once you click on this get data, it shows you multiple options from which you can access your data. So just give me
that means import.
Yeah, import, yes.
No, I'm asking for after data, after taking input and data massaging and everything over, I want some output, means output, this is the data I want. So for that data we can we can generate into Excel or text or CSV, whatever we want, download it.
For downloading wise, you are saying?
Yes, we want to export and download in our system.
No, it can't download in terms of Excel or this kind of things. It will be downloaded as a reports, Power BI reports, not as Excel.
Okay. Okay.
So once you update your data, so it will shows the data in this way here, as we do in Excel. So rows and columns, everything will be placed automatically. So we doesn't need to type anything here. So whatever data we have, just it will be stored here. So you can see all the columns is mentioned here or not. So in this option, it shows you whether there is any missed options or not. So if you have anything, so you can find out from here. So if there is no anything missed here, so then we can directly start with visualizing part, as we got the data from there.
Can we integrate this? Hello? Can we integrate?
Can we integrate
application with our any application? Integrate this Power BI with other projects or any application?
Application
in our system.
Which
we are building any
which application you are saying?
Suppose we are creating one project. So we have to integrate with our application for generating the reports for dashboard purpose. So can we do this one?
So which application you want to link? I'm asking which application. Can you name or can you specify the application name here?
Suppose for example, we are creating a project of
See, your voice is getting low.
Hospital management will require a dashboard. So for that purpose, hello, yeah, hello.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, is it audible?
Yeah, now it's audible.
Yeah, for hospital management, creating hospital management project, and for that, where for dashboard purpose, we are using Power BI to integrate with Power BI, and the dashboard should come from Power BI. So can you do this one?
So in this scenario, do you have any data with you?
That data should come in application.
Do you have any physical data to get that?
Hospital management where continuously we got.
Listen to my question carefully.
In database, stored in database.
Yeah, it's stored in database, right? Then you can do that.
So yes, so we, there should be automated API through we can do this one, or integrate directly with Power BI application.
You can get the data into Power BI and you can visualize the data sets. And you can
There is not any human intervention. So human so person should not do the data
see.
export data from database.
Sorry for interrupting. Sorry for interrupting. If you want to ask any question, please check your network connections clearly. We are not able to get the questions which you are asking clearly. Okay. So either get into a new location of a network where you get a full network. You can ask your question. So if not, I can't able to answer here. So I'm not getting your question clearly. Okay, we'll continue with the visualization part. So once your data has been stored into the Power BI, so when you click on visualization tool, so it will show the which you selected in your data. So now, for example, if you some of the part of your business, like for example, sales, what is the sales has been done in a year. So what is the country has made full profits. So the information which you required. So you can select that options here. So that data will be shown in this. So as of now, I selected sales and whatever the gross sale has been complete, country-wise gross sale, whatever the things has been happened, and what is the country I have shown here. You can see the information. So as of now, in this data which I've pulled, I have got countries like United States of America, Canada, France, Germany, and Mexico. Okay. So Mexico has been done a sales of 2 crores 9,49,352.11. This was the amount of sales which they have made. So apart from that, the gross sales were happened 1 crore 80,000 80 lakhs 41,829. So expected sales was that much, and the gross sale has happened is 1.8041829. So in this way, it shows an overview of all the things without giving an input. That means once you have placed your data into data sets, so from that onwards, you never need to give any input here. So just you have to select from where you want to view or where you want to visualize your data. Just you have to select the information. So then automatically Power BI will shows you the visualization according to your area of interest. So as of now, I have selected 3. So now what I do is I'll select all the things. So now what I do is I'll select all the options provided in this here.
Sir, from where did you selected all those filters?
This filter. It automatically provides you the filter options. I never clicked anything. So just I've clicked on this drop down. So immediately it shows the filters. So you can see here, I'll just click on that drop down. Automatically it shows the filter options. You can see here. Is this clear? So just I clicked on the drop down, it shows automatically filters which you required. So if it doesn't have interest on this kind of report, if you want to change your graph, okay, for example, if you want to get a pie chart, so you can click on this. So it will change the previous one and it will update present one.
So whatever fields we are seeing here, this is like sum of sales, sum of discounts and whatever. So is this stored in a similar way in Excel, or it is automatically calculating the sums here?
No, this is what the information I have stored in a Excel. So you can see segment, country, product, discount band, unit sold, manufacturer price, sale price, gross sale, discounts, sales, and what is the profits. So what is the gross sale has been happened, what is the date of the sale. So this, whatever the information you present in the data, that only it shows here.
Okay, so whatever it is showing the symbol sum before the sales, right? I mean, what does that is some other symbol? Maybe in the fields column, in the fields tab, there are some, M symbol, that is some symbols only to showing, right? No.
No, all the symbols
before sales.
Okay. So sales, discount.
No, what I'm telling in the right hand side under field, wherever there is sales written, there is a symbol.
This one.
What does that signify? Yeah, correct. Oh, that is a name.
It's just a name.
Okay, I thought it's a sum. Okay.
No, it's not a sum. So if you want, you view your data. So this was the things which will visualize your data in whole 360 view. So as of now, I have my business into 5 countries. So that is Canada, France, Germany, Mexico, and United States of America. So it gives overview of all the options here itself. Okay. So I've selected United States of America. So it shows, and it highlights the information of America itself. Okay. If I select Canada, it shows the information of the Canada itself. And one more option what we have in Power BI is, if you want to ask any question, okay, if you want to ask a question to the Power BI, so you can ask your question to the Power BI and Power BI will answer you the question. So you can see here, as of now I'm selecting the total profit here. The question I've selected here, the total profit. So automatically Power BI will provide the information of my total profits which I've got. So you can see 16.89 million of profits I've got.
Okay, how you came into this question tab? How to...
So just you can double click on the empty space of your visualization. Okay, just double click below to your visualization of empty space. So here it will ask you to enter your question which you want to have an option.
Oh, sir. So currently you have selected one of the questions which is available. We can type our own question as well.
Yes. So you can see I have typed average discounts, which the question was not here. So I have typed average discounts of mine. So it shows 13.15K is my average discounts which I have provided.
Okay. And any modification done on original data, whatever is there, I mean, where you have downloaded, so it will be reflected.
Yeah, it will be changed here.
Not here, even at the source part.
No, it won't change on source part. Why? In a sense, you are not dealing with your main source, right? You have just taken a copy of your source file and you're working here.
So if we are linking it with some SQL servers, if we are modifying any table there, so will it reflect here?
No, from SQL database, you're just grabbing the data. That's it, right? You're not completely working on your main data itself. No. In Power BI, you're not linking your main databases here. Just you're extracting the copy file of your database. The connection will be still grabbing the information. That's it. Once you grab
So
the
basically, it is for a static kind of report, we can say.
Yes. So generally, if you're working in any project, you'll be physically working that. Once you got finalization of that particular work which you have done, then only store that information into your database, right? So generally, in any kind of projects you are working, so first you have to work on the task given by the client. Once you've got the client information that whether this is fine or not, so then only we store this information to the database of backup. Anyone deleted some file to not get work wasted, so we'll be storing that into physical to main data, right? So the same way here, you'll be taking a copy of your main database and you'll be working on the reports. If you change anything here, it will change only the physical data, not on main data.
Okay.
Clear?
Can we, can we, I mean, publish it to SharePoint or I mean any shared?
We have that option. I've shown you import, export, or publish. So for that, first thing we have to do is we have to save the file. So I've saved. So you have to
And this will be only stored in this PBIX format.
Yeah. So here it asks you the destination of your workspace. That where exactly we have to.
Okay.
So here I have my workspace. I've saved that into my. That's been success.
Okay.
So now you can see here, as in first instance, when I've shown you the Power BI application, at that time the refresh button was in invisible mode. So now I have got an option to refresh my data. So I can refresh now. So once I've refreshed, so again, I'll have left over with only one more option to refresh. Why in the sense on per day basis, we'll be having 2 times we can refresh our data for normal account. So these all the things has been loaded and stored.
So refresh is for seeing the data sets and this one, or
Hold the data which you have uploaded
if we have
Power BI.
yes. So anyway, modification are not. Modifications are not done here if we are modifying the data source data. So what is this refresh is being used for? If there are any modification in the data sets which is here, copy of data.
Refresh in the sense whatever the task or whatever the work till now you have done, that will be stored.
Oh, okay.
That means you can say it like a save mode. You can say you have saved your data. Whatever the changes or whatever the
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir Abhishek here.
Yeah.
I have a query. Like we said that like they are depending upon versions, this data can be refreshed manually, right?
Yes.
2 times or 8 times. So I have got confused with this thing that this tool is basically represent for the representation of I think pictorial representation of the data which we are already having stored. Some data which we are converting here. So like if I want, why would I refresh this data? So I need say whenever I need a fresh data, then I have to do basically changes in my master data, then only that would be applicable here, right?
See, master data.
For example, sir, yes. For example, if I am say ABCD file is there, so I have extracted that ABCD file in this tool, Power AI tool. Okay. So basis that like the data which currently reflecting country wise, region wise, what you have shown here. So say here I can't do any modification, right?
Modification in the sense, see, what is the reason you are updating your data into Power BI?
So for example, what happens on day-to-day basis is if I want to find a daily sales data figure at the end of the day, I might be having various stores or in various country I am present. So as we said that we can refresh that sales data, any data here 2 times or 8 times depending upon the version, right?
Yes.
So so where do I need to make how that refreshment? Because I am saying that I have already downloaded that data in this Power BI tool. So do I need to every time make changes in my that data and then I have to transfer that data into this Power AI tool?
See, first, as you're maintaining your data into Excel sheet, right?
Yeah.
So there you might get an overview like what is the percentage of the sale has been happened, but you may not know in which location has been got more profit, these kind of things, right? So now for that reason you're using this Power BI and you're getting visualization is done, right? So once you are done with the visualization, okay, so you have got the information and everything is done now. For the day, as you asked, for the day itself, I require my information. So for the present date itself, you have got your information done. So now, if you want to finalize the report, okay, if you want to finalize the report and saving a document, it generally saves all the data. But the reports which you are generating here, the report visualizations, this might differ from the saved document to the present document.
Right.
So once you refresh the data, then only the source file will be saved. If without this refreshing, the reports which you are maintaining, that might differ from the thing first which you have visualized to the next.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, sir. Sorry to like. I'm not from IT background. So
See,
I mean,
it's
you
not an
mean to
issue.
say that
See, it's not an issue. You have
yes.
had a query, you have solved it. I never have any issues. If you ask the questions itself, either I may get a new knowledge here or you may get a new knowledge. I don't have that hesitations here. Don't
Gotcha.
in that way. Okay.
Okay. So what I am not able to understanding, say this refresh, like when I am refreshing here the recent sources of data. So is it linked to my that Excel master Excel? If I automatically it is happening when I am doing some changes there and I am clicking this button, refresh button here. It is automatically updating my data. Is it that way?
Your data will be updated in physical, not the master information. What you're saying in the master information, it doesn't changes anything.
Right, sir.
Okay, in the present file of information what we have selected, in that itself it will make the changes and it saves the changes.
Okay.
Okay.
So then how this is a real-time data representation? Because say what happens, the data which is reflecting here, in this data I want to add one more column, my today's sales figure. Okay. So in the morning, I have updated, it's morning till evening, we have updated that this is region wise, this is the today's sales figure. Yeah, here. Now, like if I do any changes here, okay, in this Excel file, then do I need to that exercise which we have done with Power AI tool, do I need to do that entire activity again, or only just by making a change here and refreshing there would serve my purpose? I'm not able to get that particular thing exactly.
So for that, if you want to make a new column, so you have an options here.
Yeah.
But the information what you want to type, each and everything has to be typed here. The full thing which you want to make it type.
Okay.
So here I got a column name. Okay.
Yes.
So here under this you can enter all the information what.
Okay.
But it will take a lot of time. Why? In the sense, as we know that if you want to use this Power BI, so if you want to run it as a full-fledged thing, so we should use some high specification like 8 GB kind of ROM or RAM kind of things, or more than that. It will be helpful to us to make it smooth and neat.
So, but sir, this any which ways, even if I am refreshing that presentation which was there in Power AI, first I have to do changes here in this data, and then only that will get refreshed. Then I will get the new figure, right?
So refreshing the things, either you enter new information or you don't enter new information, the refresh option will be shown to you. It's up to your wish when to refresh your data.
Okay. Fine, sir. Now I got it. So for anything I have to, make certain changes if I'm doing here and I'm, again doing that refresh in my Power AI, then accordingly this will be, that data will be updated.
Yes.
Based on what I can understand, which is okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, fine. So what about remaining? Do you have any more doubts?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So, if we are updating any, in United States for this year, the sales were 24 million. And in master data, we are updating right now that sales were 25 million. So while clicking on refresh the data, here also the data will reflect as 25 million or it will stay as 24 million only.
No, whatever the data you're updating, okay.
Okay.
You're changing some data in the sense that changed data, whatever you have, that will be updating in the format which you have changed. Like for example, rupees 5 has been changed to rupees 4. The rupees 4 only it shows, not 5.
Okay. So in this, can you go on this data tab?
Okay.
1 second option. So here can we change manually the gross sales which we now
Yes, you
we
can
can
do.
see as 52. Okay. So here if we change gross sales, so in master file it won't get changed, right?
No, master file will not get changed. That's what I'm saying. See, Power BI will just get the information. It doesn't have connection with the database of yours throughout the process. It will take a copy of your master tables to physical table. That's it. So once you've got the extraction of the data, then Power BI will not get any access to the database. Until extraction part itself will be getting an access. Once you've got the extraction, then the access will be denied.
Okay. Okay, so if we are changing gross sales in our master file, so again we need to download this file in this Power BI tool. Okay, okay, got it.
Okay. So that's how we use the things in a Power BI, and we can have our data here. Yes, yes, go ahead. Yes, someone wants to ask some doubt.
So once we are refreshing, so that data which we have already saved, will that get overwrite?
Yes.
Suppose we have just the report which we have published just now, that will get overwrite if we are
Publish in the sense, like after publishing or refreshing, or before publishing or refreshing?
no, published and refreshing.
Before doing
After
the
publish, we are refreshing.
No, before doing the publishing. You
Sorry, I
can't
didn't get it.
see if you want to publish these reports to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
First, you have to refresh the data. Then only you can publish the data.
Okay.
Like for example,
And suppose once we have published, we are doing the refresh again.
1 second. So I'll clear it
Sure.
with a small example. Sorry for interrupting. Okay. So
Sure.
while we are chatting with our friends, okay, sometimes we may get very late replies. Sometimes. So there is two chances of getting a late replies. One is either the one of a friend to whom we are chatting, she might not reply back immediately. The second chance is either our network issue or she may face some network issues, right? So what we think first, why she will do in that way? She will reply back very immediately, right? Maybe network issue from my end, you will think, right? We will think that. So now what we do, simply we'll switch on the airplane mode and we'll switch off it, right? That means you are refreshing your network settings again, whether issue has been happened from our end or there, right?
Yes.
So the same way here, if you want to publish your reports, okay, whatever the data you have stored in a Power BI, that has to be refreshed for sure.
Okay. Okay, got it.
So still anyone have any doubts?
Refresh button in the sense is we can call it as a save button.
Yeah, part of a save button you can say. Which sometimes, as we have gotten a storage capacity of 1 GB, right, in Power BI. So also you have saved this file. So once again in future, once again you have to open the same file. Okay. The same reports will be shown to you. The same file in the sense. So after that, we have opened a fresh report of your Power BI, fresh report, where you want to work on a new project. Okay. So as your free project has 1 GB of storage, right? So this present project, whatever the information you have with you, that will be stored into this 1 GB of storage.
When we make changes in the file from the main file, then after doing refresh, the file is saved, or we have to save once?
Into the physical storage of the Power BI, it will be stored when you refresh it. Physical storage.
Okay, but then still we have to save the file.
Yeah, if you want to save it for future purpose, you have to store your file into your laptop. So no, I don't want to store this file into my laptop. It should be into the Power BI in the sense. So before you work on your next task, you have to save that file. Until you don't change the data into Power BI, till the time the file will be stored in your 1 GB of storage. If you
And the graph also changes. Like when we refresh according to the data, the graph also changes.
Yes, whatever the changes you have made, according to that, if you press the refresh, automatically it changes into the data sets and visualization states.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, my name is Anu. Just wanted to ask one question.
Yes.
Any kind of data privacy is there, like Tableau were having kind of data privacy? I mean, public, kind of 2-3 types. Is it having the same?
Yeah, but see, coming to the privacy, so
Yeah.
it means like the persons who are working in a project, they'll be getting accessed here. There is no other person to get accessed. Until you
Okay.
don't share your details to anyone, so it will be in a privacy mode only.
Okay.
Okay, while you're working in a
Okay.
project, as we have corporate accounts, so there'll be an option for 3 logins only.
Okay.
If you want more logins or more corporate accounts, you have to take again and again storage of 10. If you increase the capacity of your logins, accordingly it will change the data information.
Okay. Okay. Got it, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, sir.
So that's all. Still anyone have any doubt?
Yeah, I have one query. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah. So, sir, can you tell us the real-time example where exactly this, Power BI we will be using as a business analyst? Real-time example. What kind of a data that we will be handling?
See, that was the thing which I started first. See, as a general BA, okay, which are into application-based companies, okay. So here, business analyst work is to get a problematic area of the client and provide solution for that. The main BA work in a application-based companies will be, clients will be coming up with a problematic area. For the given problematic area,
Right.
we have to provide the solution by analyzing the problem. So in that scenarios, we never use this Power BI, Tableau or SQL. We'll be using tools like visualization tool, that is MS Visio, prototyping tool, Axure tool, wireframing tool, we use Balsamiq. And if you are involved in a project called Agile Scrum, so there you will be using Jira for tracking the requirements. That means whether the process is going fine or not. This is the only core tools which a general BA uses in application based. That means you can call it as a service based.
Sir.
Yes.
Hello. This is Rangaram, sir. Sir, can you please repeat that the tools which you use, like that you
So general BAs will use visualization tool called Microsoft Visio.
Okay.
Okay. The version is 0.7. Next.
Version 0.7, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
And
okay, sir.
Prototyping tool we use Axure RP.
Prototyping Axure.
AXURE.
Okay.
It's called as Axure RP file, you can call.
RP file, sir?
Yeah, RP file.
Okay.
So it's a prototyping tool which we use. And the next
Okay.
wireframing tool, wireframing. So that comes under
Wireframing
Balsamiq.
tool. Balsmith, sir.
Balsamiq, BALSAMIQ. Balsamiq.
CMIQ. Balsamiq. Okay, sir.
So other than this, if you are involved in Agile Scrum projects, there we use a tool called Jira.
Okay.
So these are the 4 tools which a general BA needs to have in information.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So you may have a query that what is the big difference between product-based companies and application-based companies? So generally, we'll be having a doubt. See, coming to the product-based companies, they will not look after a person who will be handling only one scenarios here. In product-based companies, they'll not look into a person who are involved in only one task itself. They want to manage the people into multitasking. Like for example, if they hire a BA who knows reporting tools and everything, then there is no need of some other next person, right? Are you able to get my point? Product-based companies will be
Yeah.
looking after into like one person should handle the both things. So where they can reduce their own budgets of the companies. So that is the reason if you see any kind of product-based companies, they'll for sure ask you to, you'd have a good knowledge on SQL, Power BI, Tableau. If you see any kind of product-based companies. In the roles and responsibilities itself, they'll be mentioning all the information. If you look after the job openings of product-based companies, in the roles and responsibilities, directly they specifies we required a business analyst who has a good knowledge on SQL, Power BI, Tableau. If you are having any job opportunities in LinkedIn or kind of things, you can see in that particular LinkedIn job opportunities where product-based companies will for sure ask you these details. Clear?
Which 3 applications you are saying?
Power
SQL.
BI, Tableau, SQL.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Clear? Still anyone have any doubts regarding Power BI and regarding your things? So firstly, sorry for the inconvenience like in between. So due to my laptop issues, I didn't got the file which I want to have with me. So due to that, I may taken some time in between. So which has been caused some inconvenience to you. I to understand that. So but please try to understand my thing also. Okay.
Sir, I have one question, sir.
Yes.
If we know the basic SQL, is that enough, sir?
So that depends on the company. So I can't judge that here itself. Basic is enough. Like if the job roles and responsibilities, they have mentioned that you should be in-depth knowledge of SQL in the sense, then in that companies, they'll be asking you in-depth knowledge. So there'll be some companies in the job roles and responsibilities, directly they'll mention that. So for this role, the one who is applying, they need to have basic knowledges on SQL, Power BI, Tableau in the sense, the basic knowledge is enough. Clear? So still anyone have any queries?
So, but people who are not from, this technical background, so where do we get this particular knowledge from where SQL and all? Is there some course which we have to do?
Yeah, we have a course outside of real time. See, as a COATD,
Okay.
see, you may have a thing called why you can't provide the in-depth knowledge here itself. See, the COPD is firstly focusing on only business analysis part. Business
Okay.
analysis. We are not focusing on business analytical part. So analytical part, if you are focusing, then you require this.
So, sir, as you said, most of the, the business analyst openings, they are mentioning few, areas of expertise which one should have. So SQL, I can see SQL, some server kind, that knowledge is mentioned in every opening. So how would we be, fit for that? Because there are people who are not from,
That's what I'm saying.
we are not people who are not.
Before saying that information, I've clearly mentioned that in real time we have two type of companies, I said.
Yeah.
So to not get this in issues now, I have clearly mentioned in starting of the class itself. That's why I have to half an hour of time to explain that whatever the things will happen in real time. So there, actually we have two type of companies. If the product-based companies like Amazon, Oracle, okay. So these are the product-based companies. Product-based companies is nothing but the companies itself. They'll be having an idea of the project. They'll have their own budget. Okay. They'll work on the project
Okay.
and they will itself complete the project and they will sell that particular project to multiple clients. As an example, you can have
Okay.
CRM application, customer relationship management application, CRM.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's why here sometimes they may take up some projects like which required Power BI, Tableau, and SQL kind of things. So max of the product-based companies will be trying to hire a business analyst who is an pretty much good in SQL, Power BI, Tableau, or who has some basic knowledges of these three tools.
Yeah.
So that's the reason. Firstly, I made some confirmations that who can use this tool and who cannot use this tool. As
Got it.
you remember, before you join in COPD, first itself you have said that it doesn't require any technical skills.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Technical skill
Yeah.
in the sense like Power BI, Tableau, SQL, this kind of things is not required. Coding language should be zero. If the real-time people are expecting this from your end, so why will give a fake promise to you? We never give, right?
Right. Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's all. Still, anyone have any queries?
So after the practicing of BA, again for this complete knowledge on these tools, again we have to join each and every tool, sir.
Join in the sense I'm not getting you exactly.
No, again we have to for learning again for each and every tool. In detail, I'm asking.
See, in
This
detail,
is just
COPD
awareness,
will not
no?
provide in detail.
Okay.
So
No, for
here we are
COPD you are
running.
not providing. Okay.
Here we are running an awareness program, sir.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
in-depth knowledge will
But
be
we
not.
have to get in-depth knowledge, right, sir? After that, after the completing.
If you are interested to learn this SQL, Power BI, Tableau, in-depth knowledge means you have to go through it. We have online free courses also available. Nowadays, there are some plenty of offers we have. And in the same way, there are some people who are providing a course free in a YouTube directly. There will be some people where they'll be explaining daily 1 hour. And they'll be keeping.
Okay. Can we register for that one, sir, after this?
That's what in YouTube, but if you are understanding the person's explanations, everything is clear, then you can do that. But I suggest you don't waste your money for everyone who is teaching there. Try to identify the person who will be providing a good knowledge, and then you can invest your amount in it.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So anyone else? Okay, fine then. Hope so. I have tried my level best to make you understand. So if you have faced any issues, sorry for now. In future, I may fulfill your imaginations or your expectations. Sorry for the day. Thank you so much. Have a nice day and be safe and do good.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a very good session. Very helpful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.